So I came across this on Facebook. Warren Buffett donates $6 billion and urges billionaires to do the same to end world hunger. And I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, again, it'd be nice for a link, and I'll provide one in the pinned comment. But sure enough, Warren Buffett donates another $6 billion in Berkshire Hathaway shares with the lion's share. Jing, that's it. Anyway, going to the Gates Foundation. By the way, have you ever noticed that, certain properties have got a line either side of the entrance, and, anyway, or griffins, or, anyway. But what I thought was very interesting, you could go at this from so many angles, but they can't help themselves. There's the three, and of course, and 660,366 shares were given to three charities led by his children. Seriously. Right, and the bulk of that $6 billion donation goes to Bill and Melinda Gates. Yeah. And look, I've said over the years, on channels that no longer exist, or that if you look into the history of many of even historical equivalent of billionaires, they've got a very interesting history. And remember, for many of them, it's about being the biggest tightwad for pretty much all their life. And then all of a sudden they just feel this need to, do great, fine things, under the guise of humanitarianism and, whatever. But I've always said that you tend to look, actually, that they're fronts. That's what they are. I mean, don't get me wrong. People like Bill Gates, etc., live very well. Warren was another one of these guys, wasn't he? He lives in the same house and, drives some beat-up car or whatever. I seem to remember the same pish from the guy who created IKEA, yeah? And in all honesty, I would say pretty much all of them are fronts, and the money at some stage goes to the bigger agendas, yeah. No two doubts about it. If you think that sheer number is an accident, believe me, not a chance. Anyway, your thoughts, and I'll speak to you soon.